Hey, this is Doug from Doug and Nikki here in the Indoor Technology Center. I know you don't want to hear me talk about this HS360. You want to see it fly, you want to see the video. So let's roll that video and I'll talk to you about the features and attributes, interesting things about it while you're watching it fly. Okay, so let's talk about some of the basic features of this Holy Stone drone. It is 4K ultra high definition. It's designed really for adults or beginners, but I'd say it's really right in that intermediate beginner sweet spot. It is 249 grams, which means you don't need to register it with the FAA to fly it. It is completely foldable, which makes it nice and light and easy to travel with. It has a 10,000 feet potential for the range, which I didn't try taking it out to 10,000 feet because that's way beyond your visual line of sight, but I took it pretty darn far out there, and it is definitely exceptional compared to other Holy Stone drones that I've tried. Part of that, I believe, is because it is 5G. The other thing that you should know is these motors are brushless, which is going to give you more power and improve flying time because they're more efficient that way. Let me show you some of the pre-programmed shots that are always interesting and fun to work with. One they commonly call the meteor. This is where the drone goes straight up. That's this video. There's also the droney, where the drone moves away from you and elevates as it goes away. I tried the follow me function, which is where the drone's going to follow you as a point of interest. I thought this was really interesting because I walked towards it and made it fly backwards. And finally, don't worry, this video does look terrible, but that's because it's a time lapse. It has a time-lapse possibility. So when I tried to run the time-lapse, the battery was actually running low. It was way up in the air. And so this is the time-lapse of it returning to home, which, for your information, returned home and landed on a dime, like within a foot of where it took off from, which was really great. Hey, let's go back and talk about the review. Okay, it's a little bit of a hot one out here. Here is the 360. This thing has been so interesting. This is what the remote looks like mounted up to a phone. Okay, so let's go through the basics. First thing that you want to know, this remote control is absolutely awesome. Software is just a little teeny bit glitchy still, but I'm sure with refinements as more updates come out, it'll work more perfectly. Never did it not work, but sometimes like you had to press something twice to get it to go off the screen, or every once in a while you get a message that says disconnected from the drone. And obviously your remote control is working, you're flying perfectly, you're getting all the data, but for some reason like you can't start and stop the video. It says disconnected with the drone. But I found you just reset the software and boom, you were good again. Anyway, little sniglets of things. The important thing, this thing flies so well. Handle well, work well with the wind, nice and predictable, easy to control. The refresh rate here between the video and the camera is pretty quick, so you can definitely do the FPV thing and not worry about hitting a tree because of a delay, something like that. So overall, the flight part of this, I'm gonna give it like a perfect 5 out of 5. The video and the pictures, I'm not so sure about. They didn't look the best here on my cell phone. You've actually seen the video, so you would know better than me at this point because I haven't looked at the video yet. I'm gonna guess I am not overly impressed with the video, especially because it doesn't have any image stabilization. So, you know, this is a little lightweight drone flying around and it's jiggling around and it pitches a lot when you fly. So I'm not so sold that the video is going to be the strong point of this, but if you enjoy flying drones and you want to fly the drone and you want it to be relatively decent performance and responsive, this thing is great, super easy to fly. This remote is amazing compared to most of the remotes in its like group here. So I'm gonna give this the drone itself overall, the overall experience, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 because I think the camera's a little weak, but I don't really think that's why you're getting this for the camera. You're getting it to fly it and enjoy it, have it below the 749 grams so you don't have to register it with the FAA. So overall, 4 out of 5, great drone for all those kind of fun, wonderful things. You curious what's in the box? Let's go do that unboxing. So you watched it fly, the image quality must have been good, the video must have been good, you're here still, you saw the review, so now let's unbox it. You want to see what comes in it if you buy this? I do too, I haven't seen it yet. This is brand new, very excited. This is their entry, their high entry in that 249 gram and under realm, which means you don't have to register with the FAA. It is an HD camera, it is GPS enabled, and you've seen and heard all that already, so let's just get in here and see what it looks like, see what it comes with. As always, Holy Stone comes with these really nice cases, which I just find makes the life experience with these much nicer, because right out of the box, you really have everything you need to enjoy it, travel with it, vlog with it, go adventure around with it. Let's see what we have in here. Whoo, look at that remote. That is a big old remote. That thing is so cool. In here we have your normal instructions, your adapter wires to attach your phone to the remote, placement blades, all normal kind of stuff. Here are wires to charge it, as well as a battery. This is substantially smaller and lighter than what's on my DJI drone, but they're very smart. They have it marked, the 249 grams, so if somebody should inquire, you could say, look, it says right on it, 249 grams. Let's take a look at the remote, because this one's uniquely different. So this is the first remote that I've seen from Holy Stone with a display screen down here, which is really cool. I do like, I know I've said this in other videos, but I do like that they now include these cards, which has all the functionality of all the buttons, all that kind of stuff, has the QR code to download the app. Let's take a look. This is like legit. Check this out. It like slides out and it has the mount for the FPV up here. Another great idea, which I've seen on other models, but this is my first time seeing it with Holy Stone, is the control sticks are, you could take them off of the controller and put them right here on the bottom so you don't lose them, but at the same time, if you're traveling and you need to put this in a bag or something like that, the control sticks aren't getting twisted and damaged while you're traveling. That's so cool. Let's take a look at the drone itself. So here's the drone itself, obviously nice and light. You can see it's got the brushless motors. You can see the HD camera there on the front. The HD camera is a 2-axis gimbal, but it does look like it has a little isolation in there, a little image stabilization. You'll have seen the video already, so you'll know better than me right now. I think there's only one thing left to do. I need to charge this thing up and go use it a lot. I hope this was helpful. We'll see you next time.